Well, even if he wins, he will still finish bottom of the table. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, that's right, and it can work both ways. You can loosen up.
Well, I think...
And he confirmed to me that it was actually, he felt the table drifting across to the green side of the table. People at home might not realise that these silly little things do play a part in this game. Unfortunately, we don't play on flat surfaces, which you think we would in this day and age, but it's not always the...
Alan McManus played one shot. You saw the cue ball.
Yeah, and it's not always at just really slow-paced shots neither. The fraction is to it slightly even on a medium-paced shot. And a lot of people might not realise that. They might just think it's just the really slow shots where you can notice it, but it's not always the case. The balk line on a snooker table, there's 5 individual slates make up the table, and one of them joins, as I say, is right near the balk line. Back, not an easy shot. Needs to get into this well. He's possibly just caught it a little thin, and a bit of pressure on this shot. It may not have even went. It looks like he's... break now, really.
He's tremendous to watch.
You just seem to be that little bit too loose at times, where you could just do with that extra couple of seconds. Listen. So then that odd time where it does look like he's maybe rushed one a little bit.
You hear might not be as effective.
Exactly. He may be on like a 50 break or something at that point, missing.
The disparity between their best and their worst.
And Tepe's one of them players, though. He's got a very reliable cue action as well. He's got a lovely, smooth, reliable, straight cue action.
.33.
It's just the kind of break. You're just popping balls almost automatically on the next ball.
40.
Pace up.
40.
Yeah, if I was reffing, I would like to be reffing his games and all that.
Thanks.
So just another one of these reds and just for Tepchaya.
67.
A win for him would do for them as well, especially when you consider...
Yeah, I'm sure that... How would the seeding work for that, Phil, do you know?
When you go into the... Well, I'll tell you in the next frame. Because this one is over now to head the group. On table 2, Group 18 over 11 in the last match of the next group.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If that goes in off, it's a bit unlucky.
Foul.
Now he's behind it.
Last shot, he'll not be playing behind the green this time, but back up into balk, possibly behind the yellow. Oh, stop it.
5.
Just past the red and into the bunch. He's actually got, whether it's skid.
Tip Chai, new 12.
The white off line to where you think. Very hard shot to judge.
Talking about when he lost in the '89 World Final to Steve Davis. 18.
Yeah, but still, you don't really want to be finishing bottom of your group. It's best, and you've got to try and take some positive out of it, and even if that's if you can just finish the match off playing well. That'll make him feel better. Struck that one really nice.
What?
I haven't seen it in the rule book, mind. I might have to question that one. I'm pretty cold, if anything. Also, got to try and play as properly as you can. Yeah, so you just didn't want to risk it.
Martin O'Donnell 1.
They contain the safety, put the white on the side cushion. But again, as I mentioned earlier, next, just tuck in behind the yellow.
Martin
And even
O'Donnell
that,
5.
it does tell you the tables do move more than you would think as a viewer at home sometimes. That's a good shot.
Over a much lengthier distance than this, actually. 541.
Very well judged amongst the reds, so he's judged that really well. Today's been a funny day. Straight in the heart of the pocket.
One of those, Gary, where
It's right over the pocket, as you say. You'd rather miss it by further and it run away from the pocket, so red on the right. It's all about keeping a little bit high on the pink and at the corner, just to leave himself the angle, just to run into them two reds next to it.
8.
Just one. What is your highest break, Phil? 3 cents.
left hand middle, never forget it.
Impressive, Phil. Didn't realise you were a dab hand at
31.
snooker and golf. Sure of this. And that's 1-1.
30.
And again, it's just a nice little break for Martin to make. Bit scrappy, not much really happening, but he's potted a few there, and it'll help his confidence a little bit.
46 and the frame.
Means Tepchaya Anu has no win this frame.
Whether he can get through to the pot and angle. Decided he couldn't, so just contained it. One thing's for sure, as fast and loose as Tepchaya can be, he won't be taking any liberty. If anything, you would think Martin's the one that's going to be doing that, but as I say, he's usually very professional. He tends to play the same game all the time. On a ball colour, as a player, you're thinking the way the balls are here now, in normal circumstances, to make pretty much a frame-winning break from here. As well. See that he didn't have to play
20.
the run through. He wants the lot.
$28.
Some of his... Well... Oh... I will stop that thought.
But really unforgivable to miss the red, so... Good chance now for Martin. Cued that one nice and not perform at all. You would like to go away from it at least thinking I've played okay there, so... He'll still be wanting to knock in. Got to judge the squeeze on the second two reds, and he's played that really well. He's judged that lovely. Not
It's a short list of usual suspects. Judd Trump.
Again, just a touch straight on the black, so one of the two shots I suggested earlier, I would say. Yeah, see, just that funny angle.
Martin O'Donnell, 40.
We've full-blooded attempt at it, and that's a very good shot.
1.
Living on the edge.
This is the way, Phil. This is the way.
Mandalorian fan as well, are you, Gary?
I heard you comment the other day. I am Mandalorian. He's decided to hold it though instead and play the brown in the middle.
26.
For once, we obviously don't. They are tight pockets. It's just that sometimes when the cloths are playing that little bit more slippery.
Just flicking on side to go wide of the brown. And now 2.
33.
Well, it's come down to the last
37.
frame. He goes through.
42.
If he loses it.
And bear in mind, few would argue that 12 matches on 2 tables. And it's always gratifying when it comes down to the final.
Through, so Martin's got nothing to lose. He'll have a go. Not quite. But he plays the game he wants to play. You won't sort of see him hide away from the right.
Valiant effort in the closing match of their group to top the group. At 114 break in the decider.
Pulled across slightly and messed that whole shot up for him, so half a chance here for Martin. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if that went. Quite often it's because you've just not quite judged the table or even judged the angle right.
Used Gerard Green's lead to 2-1. So much like here, it's all in the last frame.
Black and back up again. If you can get that cue ball. Just caught it a touch thin, and this is close to in off. Oh. Have a good go at this. Yeah, not easy that. Congested there, so he's thought, I'll just smash it in 100 mile an hour. I'll get the kiss. Looks like, is he refusing it? Yeah, he's just playing the safety. Didn't fancy stunning that one in. Maybe just not quite taking as many risks as he did, or as he would do normally. And his cue swinging wide again there. See how far left that's went there.
Really a problem there.
Yeah, and us players pick up on these things. Obviously, we know firsthand what it's like. We know the shots that it can influence badly, and certain shots that are normally the correct shot. And when you now leave Martin in a position like, it doesn't make any difference then. Steal the result of 2 each when obviously Tek Chai has. But just that little bit straight, it's meant he's felt he's over.
20.
Yeah, but with it being just the first comp of the season, need to play for in that as well, so you'll be disappointed, Tek Chai. Sorry, that's 61. Scoreboard's just changed. And he'd really like to finish off with a century if he can.
Martin a pint or two.
One drink.
O'Donnell is the kind of character who holds the game in very high.
Starts slapping at balls and getting annoyed in any way, and just the utmost respect for him for carrying on in good.
As long as it's not a disproportionate amount.
It goes on the stats, obviously, a lot of players have got. However, I made one in one of the last tournaments last season, low amount of ranking points for making a century. Anyone watches the motorsport, but they give a low number of points now for that, and I just thought...
130.
What in the day for the wooden spoonist in the group, Martin O'Donnell. Jian Kang has 4 points.